And that's the reason why, Mr. Chairman, we wanted to find out why this 9 billion or the 15.6 billion was cut out from the department. And this representation would like to find out the real answer. And being not a member of the Committee on Appropriation, I cannot really say why that budget was cut. So, can anybody
Anyway,
give me
are you done?
no, yes, I'm done.
Anyway,
I'm done.
Sec Rex, to ano na siguro, just to reformulate the question raised by Chairman Dan, if he allows. What's the reason of both houses na inislas?
Mr. Chair, with all due respect, I have ceased being a congressman last year. So wala na akong internal, I don't know exactly.
No, kasi,
Hindi ko na alam eh.
Sec, kasi sumulat ka, di ba?
Yes, to reiterate.
Yeah,
reiterate
so
some of
what's the reply? Doon na lang muna tayo. What's the reply of the lower house, or the bigger house and the smaller house?
And we did not get a reply.
Reply?
From both chambers, we did not get a reply.
Oh, Senior Vice Chair ng APRO, walang
Mr.
reply.
Chair, we don't question it. We wrote to reiterate. We didn't expect an answer.
To be knowledgeable on this issue because it might happen again in the next budget hearing, and it worries us because marami tayong 4-piece beneficiaries doon po sa Santa Rosa at sa buong lalawigan ng Laguna, and we are trying to secure. Kailangan po natin ma-secure yung ating pong mamahirap ng mga kababayan, and by doing so, we have to find out the root of all of this problem. Kaya, Mr. Chairman, I demand an answer from this committee. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Bakit this committee? Anyway, Senior Vice Chair, Stella Kimboy is recognized. Please proceed.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I will share with you information from the committee report of the Senate, which shows that the amendment came from them. So the reduction of 6.5 billion was proposed by the Senate.
What? That is for the 2024 budget. That's 6.5.
Yes.
No, dalawa kasi yan, yung 2023. What happens in 2023? Which is 9 billion. Well, in fact, 13 billion ngayon eh. Di ba? 13 billion. Di ba? Pero, of course, ang deficit ngayon.
What I have with me are the 2024 documents.
How about the 2023, the 13 billion?
Ay, nakalaban. Kukunin ko.
Hey, please proceed. Sige po.
Yes,
2024 muna tayo. Please
I
proceed.
can read the 2023, but what I just cited was the 2024.
Yung 6.5 billion was realigned. Paano yung nangyaring realignment? Saan pumunta? O nga, pero kasi
Of course, there are many agencies, right? So, kailangan mong isa-isahin.
pero what agency benefits
I mean,
the big chunk of that 6.5?
well, Mr. Chair, we'll have to look at 6 other pages kasi 7 pages yung Senate report.
Anyway, please check na lang parte yung 2023 din, yung records, no? Then balikan na lang natin mamaya. Yes, Chairman Dan?
So yung 6.5 billion that good gentlewoman from Marikina was saying, a 6.5 billion was cut out from the DSWD fund. And saan nagpunta yung 6.5 billion? And who proposes that cut out of that budget cutting from the DSWD department?
Well, hindi naka-indicate which particular member. Ang naka-indicate lang sa report would be the department.
But was it proposed by the lower house or was it?
This is the Senate. This is the Senate report. So sa Senate,
Mr. Chairman, can we possibly get a copy of that because we are not privy on that issue?
So the amendment was done at the Senate.
Yun lang po malinaw. The amendment was proposed by the Senate. Pero of course, may minutes sila dyan, di ba? Kaya lang, we're not
Yes.
aware of, and we don't have the document. If you ask about the document from the Senate,
Then we will be asking the good gentle lady to if ever that She's a member, senior member of the Committee on Appropriation. Probably she can give us a copy of that. And with that, Mr. Chairman, probably we can see the light. And with that, I submit, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Chairman Tan.
Mr. Chair,
Before,
Mr. Chair,
sandali po. Is it related to the
Yes.
query?
yes,
After
may I interject?
Congressman Erwin Tolfo, I will recognize Congressman Jesse Abalos, then Chairman Akop. Please proceed.
Mr. Chair, maybe we're asking the wrong people on this matter. Ang kailangan po siguro natin tanungin ay ang Senate, what happened, saan dinala? Simple as it is, hindi po masasagot po ng ating kalihim, no matter how we grill him, hindi rin po masasagot ng kasama po natin na Vice Chair ng Appropriation. It happened during sa BICAM, and after BICAM, that's where it got lost. Sir, it has been happening. Believe me, I was a DSWD secretary even just for 6 months. I've learned a lot of things. Na nawawala po ang pondo pagdating sa BICAM, pag akyat po sa Senado, nawawala. And lo and behold, napupunta na lang kung saan-saan. Not in the AGA, napupunta po kung saan-saan. Believe me. So we're asking the wrong people here. You might want to ask our counterpart. Ngilan po tayo ng dispensa. Because no matter how we investigate it, wala hong patutungan dahil sila po ang nakakaalam. Simple as it is. We will be wasting our time, hours, and the time of these people here because ginalaw po yun doon sa taas, hindi po dito sa baba. Wala po tayong kasalanan, believe me. It's always up there. For several years now, doon po nangyayari yung galawan. So we might probably call for a meeting, a BICAM ulit, what happened, saan napunta. Kasi kwento tayo ng kwento, tanong tayo ng tanong, hindi yung nasasagot ni Secretary dahil kawawa naman yung tao, hindi rin masagot ni Vice Chair. Kasi nga po wala silang alam because nandoon po sa Senate. Yun know, siguro, Mr. Chair, that's it.
Thank you, Rep. Erwin Tulfo, for that manifestation. Your manifestation is duly noted. Anyway, this is just a briefing, and we cannot extract information from anybody from the resource speaker.
I know that,
But
Mr. Chair, but
unless-
what I'm saying, sir, is that we will be wasting our time asking and doing this inquiry if we cannot ask the Senate. Otherwise, we'll not be able to find a solution, Mr. Chair. We'll just keep on going around and around and around. Then we will be wasting the time of everybody, Mr. Chair.
Anyway, the manifestation of Congressman Tulfo is duly noted. As I've said, after Congressman Tulfo, I will recognize Congresswoman Gise Abalos. Then, Congressman Castro, please proceed. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair. To answer the query of our esteemed colleague, Honorable Fernandez, and to further add to the points raised by Congressman Tulfo, I would like to add to the minutes or the records of this committee a press statement from the Senate. Maybe this would address yung tanong po natin regarding the 2023 budget cut. As presented by our DSWD, meron na tayong 9.05 billion deficit noong 2023. Ngayon, kung titingnan po natin ang nakasulat dito sa isang press statement sa Senado, nakalagay po dyan, recommend ang Pagtapyas ng 8 billion dahil nga daw mababa yung utilization rate and ini-align ito sa mga ibang programa which are Kalay Seeds, AIX, tsaka sa mga quick response natin sa mga calamity. So sa madaling salita po, yun po ang nakalagay sa press statement ni Senator Marcos po kasi siya po yung naging sponsor ng budget ng DSWD.
Mr. Chairman, siya ba ang chairperson ng pag-defend na ng budget ng DSWD sa budget?
Noong taon na yun, if I remember correctly, siya po, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, then may I interject? May we ask the Secretary then, Mr. Chair? That's what they're saying, sir.
Sandali po. Please wait to be recognized. Please speaking. You're talking about the 9 billion.
Yes, I'm talking about 2023, the 9 billion
the 9
deficit
billion.
and the 8
Okay.
billion budget cut for that year. So tingin ko po, Mr. Chair, kung hindi sana natapyasan ng 8 billion ang budget ng taong yon, yung deficit ng DSWD, sana 1 billion na lang. Ngayong dahil natapyasan, umabot po ng 9B. So yun lang naman po, Mr. Chair. Yun yung nakalagay po sa press statement.
Thank you, Congressman Abalos. Reptol po.
Mr.
Please.
Chair, then sinabi nila na nilipat sa Kalahi, that will solve the problem. That will solve the question. Eh kung wala namang natanggap yung pobre, kawawa naman yung DSWD, di po ba? Kasi ginagawa lang tambakan, ginagawang taguan or something, hindi naman niya natanggap. So we'll ask the Secretary, natanggap po ba ng DSWD? Nalagay po ba sa Kalahi? Nalagay po ba sa SLP? Para magkaliwanawan ho tayo dito, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Reptol po. Sec,
Thank you,
please
Mr.
answer
Chair.
the
Thank you,
query.
Kong Tulfo. What I can confirm, nadagdagan yung mga budget ng mga programa na yon. But I don't have the data now kung magsusuma total siya doon sa amount na yon at kung doon nang galing. I can, the good congresswoman is here, hindi ako pwede mag-assume na doon nang galing yon. It could be nadagdagan yung mga programa na yon, totoo yon. That I can confirm, nadagdagan. Ang hindi ko lang kaya sabihin if nag-add at kung saan galing.
But, Sec, but you confirm that nadagdagan yung mga programang na yun.
Yes.
Okay, sa pagdagdag ng programa na yon, naka-realign yan, di ba? So malinaw, pati implementation dapat nandun, di ba? So can you submit to us?
The
Yeah.
variance per program?
Yeah,
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we will gladly send to you a copy of the a report that will show the increase and decrease per program of the DSWD.
and I'm just interested in the additional fund for
Yes.
particular program.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we
Pati
will
yung
do so.
kung saan in-implement.
Kung saan
Saan galing at saka saan in-implement?
unfortunately, hindi ko kaya
Yung
sabihin
saan galing. Okay, pero kung saan in-implement,
We can send you
okay,
also a copy of that,
please
Mr. Chairman.
submit to this committee. Thank you.
We will, Mr. Chairman.
Representative Chairman Akop is now recognized. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Secretary, yung budget naman po ninyo from NEP to GAA, tumaas po, di ba? From 207 billion to 245.
You are correct, Mr.
Yes.
Chair,
But the problem is yung ating important project, yung
for peace.
4-piece na tapyasan.
Correct.
Now, we're here to look for the reason why natapyasan. Di po ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Hindi po ba doon sa GAB2, which is a product of the House Deliberation on the budget, hindi naman po natapyasan? Would that be correct?
Sec Rex, please answer the query.
No, Mr. Chair, we don't have a copy of that in the department. All we have a copy of will be the NEP, our NEP submission, and then we have the final GAA copy. In between, unfortunately, we don't have a copy of those things in the middle.
Mr. Chair, the Vice Chairman of the Committee on Appropriations is here. Maybe he can answer that question. Na yung ating House Deliberation on the 4-piece fund, hindi natin binago as provided for in the NEP.
Yes, I confirm that.
Before Senior Vice Chair answer to make clarification on the query of Chairman Akop, let me acknowledge the presence of Congressman Idol, Senador Rodante Marcoleta, representing once again party list. Please proceed, Senior Vice Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I confirm that. Doon po sa third reading copy of the HGAB 2024, I can send you a screenshot. Line 55 po.
Thank you, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. Hindi po ba yung Senado rin, meron din silang proseso na kagaya natin? They come up with their own deliberation insofar as the NEP is concerned. Tama po. Yes. So, yung ating GAB2, yung kanila hindi natin nakikita. As the good secretary has stated. But makikita natin may tapyasan after the bicameral conference. Nandun natin nakikita yung malalaking mga pagbabago. Di po ba, Mr. Chair, Madam Vice Chairman.
Please.
Well, Mr. Chair, as I had mentioned earlier, in this particular case, doon pa lang po sa Senate Committee report, nakita na po natin ang reduction po para sa program na to, yung 6.5 billion.
Thank you for the answer, Madam Vice Chair. So, hindi sa House nangyari yung pagtapyas. Nangyari doon sa Senate version. Ang problema, nagkaroon ng bicameral conference, pumayag yung House panel natin doon sa tapyas na yun. That should be the question. Kasi merong sa bicameral conference, may House contingent, may Senate contingent. Yun ang protocol eh. Even if not, I have not been there. Pero yun ang protocol. So, tayo, yung ang tinatanong ko kanina, complicit na rin kami sa pagtapyas eh. Dahil pumayag yung representative namin eh. Mr. Chair, di po ba?
Congressman Jesse Abalos, do you want to react? Please proceed.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair, no? And of course, sa DSWD, maraming salamat sa inyong briefing. Ngayon, habang inaalam po natin ang dahilan kung bakit tinapyasan ang pondo ng 4Ps, kung titingnan rin natin ang huling slide na ipresent sa atin ng DSWD ngayon, ways forward. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa leadership ng ating Kongreso, pati ng ating mga committees dahil bagamat hindi pa naman natin pinapag-usapan ang susunod na budget, ngayon pa lang hahanap na po tayo ng solusyon sa ating mga problema. Na-raise po ng DSWD kanina, may unpaid grants 9 billion. 2024 meron rin kulang na 6.5. So dahil sa briefing na ito, at least nakikita natin yung exact figure on the part of Congress. This would guide us in perhaps creating a supplemental budget or kung ano yung magagawa namin para at least maremedyohan na natin ang mga naranasan ng poorest of the poor in 2023, 2024, and in the previous years. And at the same time naman, yung briefing ng ating DSWD ngayong araw, I'm sure it would guide all of us legislators in future deliberations regarding the 4Ps program. Yun lang naman po, Mr. Chair, bagamat nakakalungkot na nagkaroon ng budget slash at the BICAM, what's important is that both committees have convened today and nandito rin po ang ating secretary at naghahanap po tayo ng solusyon ho. Yun lang naman po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Kong Jesse. Please proceed, Chairman Akop.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, tama po yung figures ninyo eh. But starting 2016, minsan lang kayong na-increase yung budget ninyo for 4Ps. That was in the year 2019. Tama po ba? From 88.1 to 89.7 or an increase of 1.6 billion. All the other years in 2017, ang increase po ninyo is 500 million. In 2021, 7 billion. At deficit in 2022, 8 billion. In-enumerate nyo ito kanina. 2023, 13 billion ang deficit ninyo, yung natapyas.
Yung natanggal.
Natanggal, yun. And then in 2024, 6.5 billion. Tama po ba?
Correct. Mr.
Now,
Chair.
if we look at 2023, nung 13 billion yung natapyasan o natapyas sa budget ng 4Ps, there was a conditional special provision given by the President. Di po ba? Na yung pag-implement nito, it's with the condition. Babayaran dapat natin yung backlog natin ng 27 and 2018. It was a conditional veto on the utilization of funds for prior years' claims insofar as the 4Ps are concerned.
Yes, Mr. Chair, that's correct. And we were able to pay the prior years because of that.
Because of this provision.
Correct, Mr. Chair.
But kung titignan po natin, that was for 2017 and 2018. Natapyasan din kayo noong 2021 and 2022. Tama? Pero wala kayong backlog. Bakit?
Mr. Chair, that was what I explained a while ago. If you look at the 2020-2021 column ng deficit, zero, because there was really unutilized. During those times, COVID ho, so walang school, so the education grants weren't being paid. Number two, yung listahan ho, as mentioned, was being cleaned. So we didn't exhaust the 4.4. So I can only surmise that the good gentleman is correct that yung pagtapyas was based on our utilization nung 2022, 2020, 2021. If you look at the columns ng 2020, 2021, 2022, we did not incur as deficit despite the reduction because there were numerous issues. One, walang school. In portions of the school year wasn't complete, so walang pumapasok. So number two, hindi namin napuno. We were cleaning the list nung 2019 onwards, no? 2020, we didn't exhaust the 4.4. So it's only nung 2023 talaga naming napuno, and that's why we wrote the committee asking the committee na sana, both committees, na wag nyo bawasan kasi we anticipate na we will need every single centavo from that appropriation.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary. So, the problem is, in the next budget, paano natin masisiguro na hindi na matatapyasan tong 4Ps? Di po ba?
Well, I have, Mr. Chair, there's a room full of 4-piece advocates here who will definitely, I'm sure, help us champion the budget without cuts.
Chairman Akop, are you done?
Huli na lang.
Oh, please proceed.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, sa amount naman na ito, there are other expenses that are deducted. Tama po ba?
Which amount? The appropriation, Mr.
Yes, what is appropriated? For example, in 2022, 107.6 billion.
Correct. There are
Hindi naman mapupunta sa 4-piece beneficiary yung exact amount na ito.
Yes, there are administrative costs.
Yes, yun po yung katanungan ko huli. If you look at the budget of expenditure book, nandun po yung expenditure ninyo eh. And I can see na isa sa pinakamalaking amount ninyo na nagagastos out of the allocated 4-piece fund would be personnel services.
Correct. Correct, Mr. Chair. These are the city links and municipal links who do the case management for the beneficiaries.
And there's also an item there, cost of services.
Yes, these are unfortunately the contract of service employees.
And administrative expenses.
Yes, that's correct, Mr. Chair.
Yeah. Ang tanong ko lang po, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Chair, is that do these three not belong to the same category of expenses?
I just had to verify my answer. Yan yung sad part, Mr. Chair, in the budget season na ang dami pa rin naming contract of service na employees. And we cannot charge them sa PS kasi walang statutory benefits itong mga contract of service natin. So that's why nakahiwalay yung category nila.
If we look at the table, doon sa cash grants ninyo for rice subsidy, for 2016, yung amount po na allocated there is 62 for the 4-piece, right? Pero ang rice subsidy, cash grants is 56.025. It's 89.42% of the total amount. Pero kung titingnan ko po, lumalaki.
Ang lumalaki, Mr. Chair, if I can get a better clarification on
The rice grants
yes.
from the amount of the 4-piece, lumalaki every year. Kasi noong 2016, it's 89.42%. In 2022 is 92.03%. Walang breakdown sa libro ng budget of expenditure yung 2023 at saka 2024. Kung titingnan po natin, blanco.
Mr. Chair, let me draw the data from that because the program directors here are saying that it's consistently the same. But let me draw out the data and we'll get back to you immediately, Mr.
Thank you. And also together with the 4-piece, from 4.8% in 2017, tumaas po sa 6.13%.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, if I can just clarify, what years are we talking about?
In 2016, for personnel services, out of the 62.6 billion, personnel services amounted to 3.4 billion pesos, and the percentage of that is 5.44. 2017, 78.1 billion. The personnel services is 3.8 billion, amounting to 4.88%. So, tinitignan ko, nagva-vary, Mr. Chair.
Mr.
May I know
Chair,
the reason why?
I have to admit, these are years prior to me being in the department.
Yeah,
I'm conferring with the program directors. Mr. Chair, I will submit it in writing, but one of the ladies beside me happens to be an old hand in the department. All of them are actually. So I'll she was there even before. Asek Maris.
Ma'am, please proceed.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, yun pong RISE subsidy, just like the educational grant and health grant, is also dependent on the compliance of our beneficiaries. So it's if in case the beneficiary is compliant to health, then they are also entitled to the RISE subsidy. So, but then in every year or in every pay period, pag nagbari po ang compliance rate ng ating mga beneficiaries, affected rin po yung amount that we are paying for the rice. So, tama pa yung observation nyo, may tendency po siya na bumaba o tumaas.
Okay. I'll accept that for the moment, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman.
Again, we'll put it in writing for a better boxing of the answer, and we'll submit it to the committee.
The same as the document that was requested a while ago
A while ago,
by
yes.
the Chairman. Ha?
Maraming salamat po mga ka-blessings.